Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this video finds you. Welcome to Barely Grace. My name is Grace, and I started this YouTube channel as well as a Facebook group of the same name to promote self-care. I do generally focus on skincare, hair care, and makeup, but I may from time to time do other things on the channel as well. If this is something that interests you, I encourage you to like and subscribe. You can comment, share with your friends, and you can also join us in our Facebook group. So we can go ahead and get into the video now that the intro is out of the way. Here's my coffee cup today. This is a repeat. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen this one before. This is my cherry blossom cup. It is Washington, D.C. My oldest, Cash, got this for me years ago on one of their trips to D.C. They've actually taken 2 trips to D.C. And I can't remember which one they got me this cup, but I do love it. Cash is a wonderful gift giver. Cash knows that I love coffee cups, that we love magnets. We collect like refrigerator magnets, especially like the ones that are shaped like states. We have the different ones. So yeah, Cash is a great gift giver. Usually Cash will get us a coffee cup, a shot glass, or a magnet. You can't go wrong with those when you're traveling and you want to pick up souvenirs for other people. So yeah, Cash also loves cherry blossoms, and so as I had mentioned before, this is Cash's arm. I have one arm for my oldest and one for my youngest. My middle is my nephew, so I'm going to have to figure out somewhere else to put some tattoos that remind me of him. But this is my oldest arm, and what I plan on doing is getting some type of like a cherry blossom like branch down the arm or something like that. So yeah, that's that. The kids went back to school today. This is Monday. It is Monday morning. It's still morning. So the kids went back to school. They were out all last week doing remote learning. They did go back to school today. Cash will be out the rest of the week because they are getting their wisdom teeth removed tomorrow. So I may like pre-record a video and schedule it for tomorrow, or I may do it like tomorrow afternoon after we get home and I get them settled and taken care of and all that. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I don't have any products to talk about. I'm not going to do my makeup or anything like that. We're just going to kind of have a little conversation about self-care and something that I thought was really cute and a really neat idea, especially if you have problems with like deciding what you want to do for self-care, or you have a hard time like thinking about it, like maybe you have some time and you don't really know what you want to do. So I thought that this was a really cute idea, and I would talk about it. This is like a cardboard or like a, like a paper. It's just a very light cardboard box, like a paper box. And this one here, actually, it's my niece's and she left it here. So I grabbed it and I was like, I'm going to do this in the video. But I have several of these, and my daughter has several, and they come in like different shapes and sizes. You can get them at Walmart, Dollar General. You can even get them. Oh, my niece has written something in it. But you can get them at like the Dollar Tree and places like that. So I got this box, and then if you'll see, it's got all these little slips of paper in it, and I just use Post-its. These are the 2 Post-it pads that I had that I used. But you just write down like different little things on your slips, and then you fold it up and you put it in here. And then when you have some time and you want to do something to kind of give back to yourself and you don't really know what you want to do, you just pull something out of here. And then when you're done with it, you can either set it to the side until you go through them all, or you can just put it back in there. You can do 1 or 2 of them, or however often you want to do. But I just thought that that was a really neat idea and kind of something that would be fun that you could, use to help figure out what you want to do for your self-care. So I wrote just a couple of different things real quickly on there. But I did some very simple ones. They're just like one word. Like I put color in there because I do like to color. That's definitely a stress reliever for me. I put journal. That was a one-word one that I put in there, to remind me to journal. But then I also put things in there like binge watch a show, take a scenic drive, take a bath, do your makeup, things like that. I have a call. One moment. That was, Frank or Elizabeth or somebody with Medicaid rewards. That's the Medicaid rewards one is just about getting as bad as the extended car warranty. Um, and I do have like a call filter, like that should cut down on calls like that. And generally it does, like it'll show me if it's potential spam. But then of course some of them will come through and like they'll have my same area code, or it'll look like it's from, the next town over or something like that. And I do sometimes, I'll answer calls, especially if I'm available. I'll try to answer calls because, it could be one of my husband's coworkers calling because something happened, or it could be, one of my kids trying to get in touch with me, or, I mean, it could be anything. It could be a doctor's office. It could be, because we're all, falling apart and mental illness is out the wazoo and all that fun stuff. So I always like to answer the calls because I don't want to miss like an important call, and I hate like screening the calls and just sending them to voicemail because then I forget to listen to them and my voicemail fills up. And anyway, everyone deals with spam calls. I work for a phone company and I still deal with spam calls. Anywho, back back to this cute little idea for self-care. I just kind of, I'm trying to find the box. I'm in the lid. There we go. I just wanted to kind of show you guys an example of, something that you could do if you have kind of problems thinking about what kind of self-care you want. Oh, it's cute. It says, "Hey, I love you. Happy birthday." So, who knows? Somebody probably got it for my niece for her birthday or something like that. But anyway, I just thought I would show you an idea of like an activity or something that you could do to kind of give back to yourself. I wanted to show these. I didn't use any of these, but my husband got like packets of these because he was going to give them to some of his coworkers for Christmas. And then there were like some left over, and I gave some to the kids. This one's my favorite, of course, because it's a cat. It's a little cat butt. But are these not the cutest? They're little Post-it pads. I just thought they were adorable. I didn't use any of them. I didn't write on them. As of right now, I haven't used them for anything. They'll probably just sit on my desk forever because, that's how my anxiety is set up. I see something, I'm like, oh, I love that. It's so cute. And then in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't want to use it on something that's not important. I don't want to waste it. But then it's not wasting it, right? And I mean, I think someone had said a really good thing. And I wish I remembered it exactly or had written it down or something. But if you see something and you think, oh, I'll put that up and I'll save it for an important occasion, or I'll save it for this, or I'll save it for that, you're less likely to use that ever because you've put some sort of like importance to that in your head. And so, yeah, like if you have an article of clothing that you buy, like you buy a cute dress and you're like, oh, I'm going to save that for like that perfect date night. Well, that it's unlikely that you'll ever wear that because you've attached such a like high importance and like such an expectation to that item that you'll never use it. So that's definitely one of my toxic traits. It comes from like when I was a kid and I would get stickers and then I didn't want to use the stickers. And this is something that I'll show you too. It's really funny. I found these at a Dollar Tree. I've actually purchased several of these. They're Lisa Frank stickers. And I do occasionally use them, like I'll put them on like the calendar and stuff like that. But then like there's some of them that like this unicorn. I'll probably never be able to use that unicorn because I love it so much. But like they're so cute. And this entire thing was $1. So like why am I stressing over, wasting these stickers? And I got 600 stickers for $1. But that's just how my brain works. And I'm sure other people are like that too. So if you get anything out of this video, because that's kind of all over the place, do something for yourself that is self-care. And it doesn't matter what that is. Self-care looks different for everyone. For me, skincare, hair care, makeup, things like that are definitely self-care. But then also anything where I'm like relaxing and like decompressing, and usually like alone activities are definitely high on my self-care list. But it might be different for you. You might have something on your self-care list that I think, oh, that's not for me, because I wouldn't find any joy or relaxation or satisfaction from that. But to you, it could be the utmost self-care. So I encourage you to explore yourself and understand what your self-care looks like. If you have a problem with deciding what to do when you have time for self-care, make you a box, a bag, a hat, anything like that you can just put little slips in and just pull one of those out and do it. I encourage you to do that. I also encourage you that if you have little things like this, if you have outfits, things that you're saving for a special occasion, I encourage you to use those things and enjoy them because life is short. So yeah, that's kind of what I got for today's video. Oh, another thing I wanted to say, and it's starting to dry, so you can't. Oh yeah, there you go. See how my sleeve is wet right here. So I still have on my pajamas. See, I do actually have a shirt on. You just can't see it. I still have on my pajamas, and so I just like threw this on, and then I was doing like my skincare, like I was washing my face and putting, serums and all that good stuff on it. After I washed my face, like anytime I wash my face, like when I'm splashing water, I'm bent over the sink, I'm putting water on my face, water like just runs down this arm, and it'll get all over my arm, it'll get all over like the sink, like the counter. I have to wipe that off after I wash my face. And does that happen to anybody else? Like, does anybody else have that problem? I've seen where someone, I think maybe it was like on a TikTok video or something, they were saying that if you put like a sweatband, but for your wrist, I forget what those are called. They're like this thick, and they're like the same material as a sweatband, but it goes on your wrist. A wristband, whatever. If you put those on your wrist, then those will get wet. Your clothes and your counter and stuff like that won't get wet. So I've seen those, and I'm like, oh, I could try that, but then I never try it. So yeah, I need to I need to do that because I got my shirt all wet. So yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful, beautiful day today. I hope you do something that gives back to you, and never forget that you are important.